Hey guys, I'm jumping on a little bit early. It's okay, Coconut, today because I'm going to go to a fire ceremony tonight and do some Gayatri Mantra chanting because I love that with a beautiful lady I know. So I don't know. I'll try and maybe see how my evening goes and pop on some more. I'm just sat here reading my Reiki stuff and I've had a beautiful morning walking everywhere. I need to walk my dogs, but there's some anxiety around that because my big boy pulls on the lead and wants to say hi to every dog, and the other one is a jumping jack, so she also wants to play with all the dogs that come up. But anyway, as far as my eating goes today, I'm still doing my colon cleanse. So it's 4 days. It's day 2. A lady I saw earlier mentioned, what was it she said? Something about a Mexican or food, and that flick in me, that little switch was like, that would be so good. You know, you've been good for a few days, now let's fuck it up. And I just tried to resist that and just let it go. Because at that moment I just went, yeah, then I can eat loads and just, the same old patterning. And I didn't buy into it. I let it go, but it was a struggle. And it leads me to the highs and lows of suffering from this shit, is that, you think you've got it. That's the nature of the beast. So you binge and then you purge and then you basically starve yourself for a few days. In the need, then you think you've got control, even though I have been eating. But it's a fucking roller coaster. So it's up and down. And that's the relationships that you have with yourself, but also the relationships that you create with other people, which is just so interesting to see how they open up and they work. Sundays are always a really shit day for me. I think because I don't have my family here. I don't have kids. I have beautiful friends that I've spent time with, but always a quiet moment on a Sunday is just, I don't know, what is it with loneliness? That's another thing I wanted to talk about, is when I'm bored, I just feel the need to just go and binge because it stops that boredom and it gives me something to do. That's why I'm trying to be productive and read over my Reiki stuff for people that know. Hey Nicole, hey beautiful girl, for know that I do that. So I'm just keeping myself busy, but I'm also trying to honor myself. I don't want to be busy to the point that I'm exhausted. I know I need to rest now. I know that I need to rest to have energy to then go and walk the dogs, because otherwise they'll probably try and get out when I'm not here tonight, because I don't have a life in the evenings much anymore. And I will touch on that, about how bulimia affects my social life, and how getting better, maybe it completely, oh honey, I feel you. We need to lean into that space, I guess, of feeling like that lostness. So there's nothing that's changed from 2 or 3 days ago, just my mind telling me something different. So boredom and binge eating and bulimia behavior is something, but what is it about that boredom? Is it all the loneliness? What is it? I guess I just go, I'm not lonely. I've chosen this. If anyone has any feedback with that, that's always good. But I tell you, for those people that don't know, a funny story regarding Uber Eats. For those of you that don't know, I lived with my ex after splitting up with him for 6 years. It served us too. We sold the house now and moved on. We live separately, but we're still really good mates and share a dog, as you probably all do know that. So because I was actually, what my speech was before is that, no, I just got lazy, so I just ordered Uber Eats. Yeah, that's a great idea, Nicole. Rather than than just saying, actually, I was unsettled, I was ungrounded, I was feeling lost. My bulimia was holding on to food. So I was ordering Uber Eats incessantly. And literally a lot. And probably most of it, no, half of it was down the toilet. Waste of money, waste of whatever. Anyway, coming from that, I get a message one night from my ex, Shan. He's like, Janie, what the fuck? Like, someone's stealing money from me. I'm like, oh, that's hectic. Like, what the fuck? I was like, I'll come to the bank with you. It's all good. I'm like his mother. And we'll get amongst it. And that was it. So the next day I had to go and give blood or do something, and the nurse at the doctor's then said to me a story that she'd been down in Sydney and her girlfriend had charged her Uber driver or something that she'd done to her because her card was on there. And I went, oh, holy shit. And it started my brain off. So then I went out because I had to wait for the doctor, and I'm looking on my phone, and I realised that I added up the Uber Eats, $900 worth of Uber Eats. And when we were in the old house before we sold it, my ex had asked me to order him Uber Eats, gave me his card. And, yeah, sweet, no worries. But I didn't expect it to store in there. No, not only did it store it, it stored it as the Prime card. So all of that money was going from his card. So I'm like, fuck, shit. I message him. I'm like, Shan, fuck, it's not a thief, it's me. I'm stealing from you. Fuck. Poor bastard. We broke up 6 years ago and he was still paying for me. Anyway, so he's like, oh, give it back to me whenever, because he's a bit cruisy. I said, nah, I'm coming round with the cash and I'm giving you the cash to you because I'm so incredibly embarrassed and so I'm sorry. But little did they know that half of the food didn't even stay in my stomach. So it's all good. And then they in the house, they're like, Janie, just go buy some food. You know how much food you could buy with that money? And da-da-da. Anyway, lesson learned. Deleted the app. Another lesson. You know, take control. Do something. And I observed the learnings around that situation. And although it was a lot of money, you know, it's very expensive to be bulimic. The amount of money you spend in food is ridiculous. Yeah, so that's my Uber Eats story. Yeah, now deleted that beautiful app because the last order, he was like, dude, the last order you had was like $70. I was like, yeah, I know. Yeah, you can see it all. It's all on your account. The poor bugger. But it was funny and we laughed and I'm so grateful that it came up that it was his card because I'd never want him to have lost that money and come from me and my hand too. That's just terrible. Also, another thing that came up for me is when I'm doing these live and holding myself accountable for my recovery from this is my mum's voice. Bless her. And I seriously send love to her when I say this because thou not know what they do, whatever that expression is. I don't know. But is that, you know, no one wants to hear your bullshit. No one wants to hear this. But I know that you guys are appreciating it. And through that, through our connection at the retreat, through everything, you guys have allowed me to do this and step out. So it was and going back to my mum, I remember my dad, so he was such a beautiful man. People would ask him, how you doing, Colin? How you doing? Oh, well, actually, like he was 20 years older than my mum. Well, actually, no, this is gone and that's gone. But he'd have a giggle about it, just his character. But he'd always tell people and be honest. My mother would always say to him, oh, Colin, people don't really want to know what's wrong with you. Just tell them you're okay. Which is actually my nan talking. It's all down the line of what they were brought up. My nan lived in the war in London and had like a bullet through her case, and her mum, and just very, very hard upbringings. So much love and compassion from my lineage of where I've been brought up, and my mum for saying that. But I listened, and I then took that on and created that. No one wants to hear my voice from that, I guess, one of many experiences. And she did not do it out of trying to hurt me. She did it out of what she knew, trying to be the best. And I understand that. So yeah, my voice, your voice, our voices. So I'm going to log off. I got to walk these canines. They're so cute. I'll show you a photo of them. And then I'm going to go to my fire chanting and sit around a fire and chant the Gayatri mantra 108 times, because I find that fucking beautiful. I'm sending so much love to you all, because it's really taken me a week to lean into our little sisterhood, and it's so fucking special. And it also, I look at people so differently as well. I look at people and I see, I've always sort of done, but more. I see their happiness, but I see them more. Only because you as a group opened up to me, and we all did each other to see that. So you know then that, you know, everyone does have that same inner battle, and I just send love to everybody that I walk past or see. They probably think I'm all on drugs. Once upon a time, maybe I would have been. Not right now, just on chai. But before I go, hi Carolyn, you gorgeous human. I'll just show you, if I can turn this phone around, I will show you my babies. I can't turn it around. I'm a wally at this, but look at them. There's Coconut and Vandy. Maybe I don't need to walk them. Oh, I should. See? Guilt. I feel bad if I don't. Is that my sacral chakra? I don't know. I just burped. But I love you.